I'm giving you 40 feet.
Look, there's the march there. There's
just
I'm going to arrest you for being in my crime scene and interference.
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchmen here, out with Amagansett Press here in Davenport, Iowa, and we just drove by this fire truck with its lights on. And we're not sure what's going on here, so we're gonna come check it out and see how it goes. Bunch of cops going down that way fast. So we're gonna see what's going on. Cops are over there talking to a guy, and a whole bunch of cop cars here. City and state, looks like.
We got Davenport police and state police here. What do you think is down here?
I don't know.
So this is the same medical call that we pulled away from a minute ago to follow the cops around the block here. But now the police are at this call, so we'll come back over here and see how this is going. Drive Davenport Police Vehicle 807. Let's go, guys. You okay?
Canine, you could hear him back there.
Not taking damage.
The bald cop just said something. Not sure what. Directed at us.
I'm giving you 40 feet.
Look, there's skid marks there. There's a skid mark.
I'm not
Skid mark. I'm asking you to get out of our crime scene.
So where would you like me to stand?
Stand right there on the sidewalk.
On the other side
How's
of the
that?
skid marks.
Well, now I'm on the sidewalk.
There's skid marks. See those skid marks?
No, I don't see them.
That's part of it.
I don't see them. Why don't you guys just do your job and let me do
We're
mine?
doing our job. You're standing in the middle of a crime scene.
There's a crime scene?
Yes, there
So
is.
we need some yellow tape up and we gotta create a
I'm going
scene.
to tell you one more time. One more time, just to move over to the other side of the sidewalk.
Not saying
You
I
can
won't
film all you
move, but
want.
if I refuse to move, then what happens?
Then I'm going to arrest you for being in my crime scene and interference.
Okay, well,
Simple as
thank you for saying
Okay,
that.
just stand on the other side of the marks and you'll be fine.
Which marks are we talking about?
Black one's right there.
I honestly don't...
You're fine right there, actually. Right
So
there.
you wanted me to
Right
back
there.
up 18 inches? You're on a power trip,
Just
bro.
on the other side of those skid marks right
Well, now I'm standing where you wanted me to stand, so why don't you go create some privacy for yourself and have your conversation? You made me back up a foot. Ego trips, man, that's what we got. That's why you guys get yourselves in trouble. People are watching, man. Crime scene. So I was standing right here on this line. He wants me to stand right here behind this skid mark. So we're talking about the foot. If you're trying to preserve evidence, you have to put up crime scene tape and create a scene. That's the way it goes. I'm standing on a public sidewalk. Let me walk around the block from the floor. stay at this angle and keep the young man out of the video. Do my best to keep the officer in between the camera and the not that we have people just as a courtesy of the crowd.
Well, here comes another police vehicle.
We're keeping the little one out of the video for you. Okay? Oh, okay. Are you his mom? Oh, okay, so if you say it's okay, it's okay. These guys treating you all right? These guys treating you okay? Thank you. So we actually got permission from the road to don't have to worry about filming the crowd. I saw the car up on the ground. We have Iowa State Patrol. Vehicle 118. We have Davenport 001, 805, and 807.
If you guys hear stuff rustling on the mic, it's little gnats and flies. I don't know if you guys have ever been up here to the Midwest this time of year, but the amount of bugs is ridiculous. It's our first time up here this time of year.
Right now? Okay. Okay.
somebody trusted.
Bugs are insane.
Yeah. Yeah, if you come to the Midwest, guys, bring your bug spray. It's unbelievable.
These bugs really are everywhere here in the Midwest. It was like this in Minnesota. We're in Iowa now, obviously. A few other states on the way it was like this. Definitely don't have bugs like this in Colorado. Looks like this female officer has a camera strap on her neck. Here to document the scene, I'm sure.
Okay, so once
Is
she's
it
done,
Officer Gillespie?
yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start all over again? Just be cordial. I'd be happy to do that. Okay.
So here's the deal. The crime scene starts actually on the street.
Okay.
And then the black marks up there are parking marks. So
Okay.
we're getting that taken care of.
Okay.
Once she takes photographs, you guys go.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to track on with.
Yeah, no, I didn't know exactly where. I mean, how far out it started, other than the black marks on the side. So
Okay.
we're good.
And I thought you were just giving me a hard time to get me.
No.
My fault. That's a misunderstanding.
Yeah. Once she is done taking photos.
Well, once you guys are done, we're out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, we're just waiting for Fred and her to take photos, and then you can do whatever you want.
And how do you
So,
pronounce your last name?
It's Gillespie.
Gillespie. And
It's with
badge
an A.
number?
709.
709.
Yep.
Thank you
Yep.
very much. See,
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's only one thing we ask of you. Honor your oath.
What's that?
That's all we want you to do is honor your oath.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Defend the Constitution. No, I'm not saying in this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's all. That's what we're out here for. That's what we're doing. I know you didn't ask, but I'm doing.
Well, you have a right to film me wherever you want.
Right.
So,
Well, but you have a right to ask.
I knew what you were doing. You're filming. I just didn't want you to crime scene.
Gotcha. Okay. So your crime scene is still on the outside of those skid marks.
On the outside, I don't see any skid marks. I'm concerned before the skid marks started.
So as long as we don't step on the skid marks.
Exactly. Until she's done, because I didn't know exactly what we had on this end.
All right, makes sense. And
Until that time, it's all a crime scene to restrict down to.
Okay, and I'm glad we were able to settle it down, have a meeting of the minds, and communicate, because communication solves a lot of problems.
I agree.
And there's a huge divide between law enforcement and the citizenry these days, and what we're out here doing is trying to close that gap. We want to communicate with you guys. We want you guys to communicate with us. We want you to respect people's rights. We want to respect what you're doing. And if everybody did that, it would be much better.
And here's the only thing I would ask.
Sure.
That when we ask, hey, can you step back just a little bit? We'll explain it to you eventually. But if we've got a crime scene and we're trying to deal with a witness, we have a suspect that's over on this side dealing with other officers. Okay. Say, can you step back a little bit? I don't care that you film. I really don't, because we're filming too. But the thing is until I can figure enough information to ascertain how far back the crime scene is, that's all we ask. Then we can come back another time and explain to you why we did what we did.
Fair enough, I got you.
Is that fair?
Now, just so you know where I'm coming from, we've been doing this for a very long time. This is my son.
Okay.
And I have had countless officers give me unlawful orders for no reason, just because they're on an ego trip and they want to tell me what to do.
Okay, well,
so I need to get a sense of you if that's what you're doing, if you have an actual...
That's absolutely... And if you go to the next crime scene, stay back a little bit. If there's no tape up, we don't necessarily tape every crime scene up, but just stay back a little bit and then ask. Just ask, hey, how close can we get? And they go, come on up. All I needed is just away from the truck, away from whatever, until we figured out how...
And you know what? I'm going to digest what you just said, and I'm going to use that in the future. But also, coming right back at you with something, I would just say maybe approach somebody and say, hey, this is what's going on, and be a little more friendly, a little more courteous, instead of being so, nobody's dying here, nobody's bleeding down the street. So I'm just saying, what most people do is meet respect with respect, kindness with kindness, asshole with asshole, you know how that goes. So, I'm just another guy on the street.
Okay.
But now
you gotta understand where we're coming from.
I respect where you're coming from.
Okay?
Yep.
All right? You guys need to do what you need to do, okay? But just give us our space to investigate.
I think you can understand why we don't always just give blind trust to law enforcement.
Well, and I think you can understand why we don't always just explain everything that's going on.
Of course.
At the same time,
you don't have to. You're not obligated to explain anything.
No, I'm not. But I'm taking the time right now to do that.
And I appreciate it. Yeah. So I think we're both going to walk away a little better from this.
Great.
Maybe we'll both think a little bit more next time. All right, buddy.
Definitely.
Have a good day.
All right.
All right, guys, so we said there's a suspect over here. I think we've gotten pretty much everything we need here. They're going to take some crime scene photos. Had a little conversation, meeting of the minds. Maybe that'll inspire the officer to think. Maybe not. Definitely, I try to use everything.
All right, guys, you saw how that went here in Davenport, Iowa, at the scene of not sure what, but some sort of crime scene with several officers and vehicles. Officers were telling us to step back before, as you saw, but AP had a little conversation with the Officer Gillespie, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. If you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button on this video, and check out my other social medias. We post pictures from our travels around the country, and I put up titles and thumbnails and new videos before they come out. So that's about it for this one. Watching the Watchmen, out with Amagansett Press. See you in the next one, guys.
Coming to you from Davenport, Iowa.
Out.